I'll be right back. The doorbell just rang. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's get started on the cab. I'm probably just going to brush paint a lot of this. There's no real reason to bust out the airbrush just yet. Wrong color still. There we go. I threw out my back again. This time it's my upper back. I am so great at destroying myself. Okay. Oh. Hey, love minis. How you doing? Oh. How is everybody? Actually, I'm going to turn my heater on. Dashboard. Where's those interior shots that I had? There we go. Okay. I don't know how long I'm actually gonna be on today. I might have to just take some ibuprofen and lie down. I wasn't expecting to hurt this much. If I wanted to, I could go really crazy on some stuff, but I'll have the door open, but not too far, so I'm not too worried about, you know, cutting off the bottom of the seat, replacing the frame, and all that stuff. I'll probably paint in some details here and there. There's a lot of little dials and placards that go on this area right here. Let's get everything cleaned up though, and we'll throw some NATO green paint down on it. And at least get started there. Hello, Stephen. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to have a good day. I wrenched my back at work earlier, and yeah, it ain't too happy with me right now. Will I be able to reach back there with a brush? Yes, I will. You having a good Wednesday so far? Probably leave this off. I just want to test fit it, make sure it fits okay. Yeah, it should fit okay. If I can keep my clumsies from getting to me, good lord. You'd think my fingers aren't working today. Yeah. I could swear I just heard Arnie yelling at me. I did hear Arnie yelling at me. Hi, Arnie. Hi, old man. Okay. I have to get this base coated before I install it, though, because I got to get that glass in place. There's the old man. He better stay up there and not try and get on the desk, or he's going right on the floor. Hey. Are you psychic or psycho? One or the other. I know, bud. Careful. You're getting a bit old to be this acrobatic. Yeah. You're 18 now, and you're showing it. No, you can't have paint water. Oh, down you go. There you go. Alright. Brush. Brush a brush a brush. We're just gonna get a good ratty old round brush. And slather this stuff on. There. What color is the dashboard? Green. Alright. He is oddly spry today, which tells me it's getting closer to the end. Hey, Flight Sim. Hey, Yankee. How you doing? So our obtaining of a Humvee may have the possibility to occur earlier than expected. By a couple months. Not by a lot, but by a couple months. I don't care about getting it on the mating surfaces. I'll be scraping those clean anyway if I remember to. I just use Tamiya filler and call it good. Less messy. The less you have to handle liquid resin, the better. This stuff is toxic and nauseating, and yeah, it's just nasty. And you can actually start to get contact allergic alert. I can't even talk today. Contact allergic reactions with it, even from the vapors. I should have just airbrushed these. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Decided not to, so I'm gonna run with it still. Even the vapors. Every aspect of that stuff is disgustingly carcinogenic. Be careful with it, especially around your eyelids and places like that. If you ever notice that like your eyelid hurts or it starts peeling, that means you probably got a very small trace amount of liquid resin, either from handling a uncured print or maybe some seepage, something like that. Maybe some of the chemical or liquid you use to clean it. And you rub like that. And then your eyelid starts peeling a couple days later. Yeah, it's because you got the resin in there. Shit is nasty. I'm not saying don't resin print, but just be very cautious around it. Like all these tricks that people come up with for doing stuff like that. Yeah, they don't really know what they're fucking around with. It's best to treat a resin print just like a resin model kit once it's cured, and use your standard, now you're making me twitch and itch. Just use your standard filling and sanding techniques that you'd use on any other model kit. Yeah, even the vapors. They're worse than thinner. Now you got me twitching out. I mean, yeah, you can mix it with the baby powder to thicken it up, but it's still raw resin that's uncured until you hit it with the UV light to cure it. Right? So you're still screwing around with raw resin. Hey, Davos is here. I keep forgetting. Yeah, that's green too. And I'm sure you could probably do it safely, but I'm just saying the less you're handling uncured resin, the better. Get the second coat going here. Why are they banning Mr. Color lacquer in Canada? Besides the fact they've got the same nanny state that the UK has right now. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I see a lot of that kind of stuff happening more often for now. Is it that carbon 65 shit? Oh, where is my flat black? What are we looking at here? And is it safe? Oh. Yeah, ask to link any YouTube stuff right now. Mainly because I just don't need my streams getting copyright struck. With everything else going on right now, I don't want particular kinds of content showing up, even audio. Especially if it's not directly related to the stream. Yeah, that's not directly related to the stream. Hey, Aries. I'm trying to do my best here, Aries. Just that wrenching I took earlier just is not sitting right with me. It's nothing permanent. It's just my upper back's out again. Oh, my upper back's out this time, where last time it was my lower back. Yeah, if things go right, we could be getting the we could possibly be getting the Humvee many months earlier than expected if I can play my cards right. Like I said, Flight Sim, and I hate to say this, I'm starting to sound like a broken record with stuff like this. It doesn't relate to the stream. It didn't even relate to the conversation. And honestly, it's kind of rude just to post random stuff like that without asking and without it being even relevant to what we're talking about. And we've had issue with this in the past. Okay. I'm really trying to resist the urge to go crazy and print fans for the roof and all this other stuff, but I'm trying to keep my models really basic right now. I don't want to go too stupid crazy on them. Ah. So 84. Ow. The seats are a lighter gray color, so I'll get those in once the padded area is dry. Sorry again, guys. I'm really just... Ugh. Lately, I am not finding the misfortune of others very funny, and with good reason. I'm trying to keep my own self more positive. I'm trying to keep my streams more positive, and finding humor and the discomfort of others is kind of off-putting right now. There. But regardless, if you're going to post a link, ask first if it's a YouTube or other link with audio. Because, good Lord, Arnie. even the audio of that person's stream, whether legit to the channel or not, can cause YouTube to automatically copyright strike my channel, and I do not want that. I've had enough issues with YouTube and their auto moderation as it is. No. Okay, that goes there. You gotta stay over here, bud. I can't have you going after the water. The paint water is not for you. If it's a picture of somebody sharing their model work, that's fine. Or a post like that. But if it's something else completely unrelated to what we're doing or what we're talking about, I really don't want it. Okay. Hey, kitty boy. Do I have to trim your claws again? Hmm? Don't chew the spoon. Ah, cats. Hey, Goofy, what are you doing, huh? It's good to see you with energy, yeah. You've been sleeping a lot more often lately, old man. But for most of you, it's hump day. This will probably be my last stream until Sunday. It's because there's some stuff got to do here. Tomorrow and Friday I work a weird shift anyway. So there might be another one Saturday night, but after today, expect at least Sunday at the earliest. Winders. Do you want headbutts? Come on. Bonk. Good boy. Bonk. Oh, man. What the hell? Just work being stupid. I'd rather have a work chat full of goofiness than just constant work bickering. This is the Italeri kit. Very old model. God, it's got to be at least, I want to say 30 years old, maybe older. I know it came out shortly after the first Gulf War, because that's when the Hemet really got its notice in the media. I'm sure Scalemates has a listing for when it was first released. It is. It just requires a lot more patience. I printed up replacement wheels for it. Mainly because, one, I have the means, and two, the ones that are in it are ridiculously bad and dated. With a little bit of work, you can kind of make the kit wheels look okay, if you know how to rescribe the tread. But I'm putting a more modern style tread that was seen in the mid-90s on it. So I got the files for these off Cults. Scale them up to 37mm diameter and you are on your way. So let me see if I have a gray to match the seat covers. It just looks like a good medium gray. Oh. I mean, typical mid-90s Italeri fit, though. You got your seams you gotta sand up. And I had to collar the axles so the wheels would fit right. But they go on pretty square now. And they sit at the right width. But I'm trying my best to not go too far out of my way and wind up spending tons of money on aftermarket sets and things like that. If something I can do is cheap, then I'll do it. I was half tempted to find the old, I think it was Plus model, did it? I forget who. But one company made the actual fuel pump mechanism for inside here. And for a bit I was tempted to do it. But honestly, it's not necessary for a decent finish. I have noticed that Italeri has gone back and their newer Humvee kit boxings have separate rims with rubber wheels on it again. So they actually have a more technically correct tire package. Which is good. It brings them up to Academy level, because the Academy Humvees were just basically the Italeri kit with figures and some other extra bits and rubber tires. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I keep having to pause and just let my back finish spasming every now and again. While I wish this one would be as long as yesterday, I have a feeling it's going to be much, much shorter. But I have to try, right? That's the air brake control handle. And there's a lot of simple stuff. If you have a little styrene rod and some styrene sheet, you could detail the interior to this up really nicely. But we're not doing that this time. Or if you want something a little less hassle but more detail, I believe Trumpeters started this line of vehicles. I don't know for sure. Now, Aries, what my back has to do with your intestinal disorders, I don't know. Please enlighten us. Describe to us the gurgling and palpitating motions of your intestine. Or was that a bit too much there? But I was kind of just keeping an eye on the government auctions And quite a few Humvees went for sale for, I want to say, the $3,000 to $4,000 range. They were complete. They just didn't have, they weren't certified that they were running. They hadn't been able to start them. And shipping from LA to my house through their provider is $1,200 mid-range shipping. I could go cheaper or more expensive. There's a 15% handling fee, so say I pick one up for $3,000, that's $200. And then there's taxes. So if I want to take a risk, I could try and snag one that has a mechanically complete engine bay, interior and exterior, 99% of the way there. And possibly get one I just have to shoot with a little ether, clean out the fuel filter, and give it a lube job, and it's good to go. Or I could save up and spend $6,000 on a known running one, which means I'd need to save up $8,000 to $10,000 to get it shipped here. Whereas if I go with the $3,000 option, or less, saw one go for $2,500, because a lot of them say engine will crank, will not start. With a diesel, that could be just a bad glow plug circuit, which is easy to fix. It could be a clogged fuel filter. Any number of small, easily fixed things. So what I was considering is, once I get to the $6,000 range, try my luck, if I can win one for the $3,000 to $4,000 range that's promisingly complete, go for it. Or if not, if I don't win anything, any of the bids, just hold out until I can get more. But if I can get one cheap enough, it would leave me more money at the back end to put into it. Because I think even after I get it, I'm going to continue saving the way I am for a good while. Both for the Humvee's sake and the Camaro. And just to get a good nest egg up. But that's my idea. So we'd be looking more towards like the late winter, early spring auction time. And then just have it shipped here. I don't know, what do y'all think of that idea? Stupid? Be buying a piece of junk that won't run? Or good possibility? Probably wind up getting something that does run real easy, a lot cheaper than if I bought a running one at auction. Because we're talking the difference of getting a $3,000 one and throwing $100 at it and having a running one. Or getting the $6,000 one that runs and still having to throw more money at it because of its running nature. Everything else got overlooked. I know, I just want thoughts on it. I also have the benefit of having a neighbor who works on these things for his job in the Army. And I don't mean this, I mean he works almost specifically on Humvees. So this will stay off for the time being until we get to the painting part, because I'm going to use liquid mask to tack the door in place. And that way I can mask all the windows off. But with the door off, I'll be able to stick things in the middle once I'm ready. Okay. I need a Q-tip. Hi, old man. Hi, old boy. I know, you left me a present under my desk earlier. I worry when you don't keep your lunch down, bud. Yeah. Q-tip. What? I'm not going anywhere. Did you just purr for them? Come on. Over here, Ryan. Jesus Christ! Got cats everywhere now. Now there are two of them! Hi, Arnie. Hi, Allie. What are we doing, Allie? We are not doing that. We are not laying down. No. I think they can tell I'm not feeling that great, and that's why they're here. What are you doing to him? Stop chinning him! Just going over the insides of the windows with a Q-tip. Try and wipe off any fingerprints I may have left in there. Does a decent job. Might put a little Windex on it. Really, girl? What do we... Can I get a round of applause for the kitty cats? Since we have two of them with us today, apparently. Come on, Allie. You want to be on the desk? Get your face in the get your face in the act. Come on. And we'll probably be doing the a dust treatment on the windshield too. Because I really think having like wiper blade marks would really help sell this one a little bit. Not that it's up for sale, but figure of speech wise. Okay. Why are we not fitting right? Are we meant to hang over the back a little bit? I think we are. Arnie, no. What are you doing? Hmm? If it's getting crowded here, you gotta share. Go on the back of the chair or get down. Okay. A little bit of a nub I missed here. I think what I'm going to do to help with the fit, since the windshield already has a line through here, and there's a line back here for the body, I don't need these side tabs for that. They're causing more of a problem, I think. Well, if that just don't sit down on command now. Hey Aries, someone was saying hi. He might be lurking. Oh no, not WoW stuff. Lurking's fine. Hey, lurking's better than stalking, right? It's WoW drama. I don't think it ever ends. Just WoW drama. Wish you didn't have to deal with WoW drama. Could we just not... Could we just have the wow without the drama? Oh, okay. I thought it was one of those situations where you'd have to be like Look at my mana. What do you want me to do for you? You know? And at least this way I can touch up where I missed on the underside of the dashboard. I can put in the brake handle and the steering wheel after I after I finish messing around with the rest of the interior. No. If I was tongue-tied, I could still kinda speak. This is more like mushmouth. And I don't mean the humorous Fat Albert kind, either. Alley girl, I need to see the instructions. Can I? May I? Kitty, may I? May I see? No, you're gonna... She's doubling down on the instructions, guys. Tickle toes. Tickle toes. Boop, boop. Kitty playtime, I guess, right? Boop. I should be charging bits for this or something. Like 1,000 bits gets kitty playtime or something. I don't know. Get some more music going here. Alright. Allie, I need these. You're okay, girl. Oh. Get the base of the dome light glued onto the roof. There's that. Steering wheel. Your feetsies are right in the way, girl. And no, I am not going to smell her toes to see if they smell like Fritos, like a dog's feet. Because that's just wrong with a cat, considering what they dig in. Who's making noise now? Sorry. Okay. So, there's 12 o'clock, now slightly left. Because after stream last night, I decided to turn the wheels a bit. So we got that done. If I remember right, this just mounts like that. This is such an odd vehicle. I may leave the cabin off though, because those back glass pieces will be a pain to mask and unmask with the whole thing on. And same with this, there's a splash guard, mud guard thing that goes right here that needs to stay off. There's a name I've not seen in a long time. It may have been so long that Twitch may actually see them as a new user here, depending on how many updates have gone by. And they left. At least according to this, whatever this program, Caster Labs, they left. Oh. But I think with my increasingly sore back, I'm just gonna cut this one short today. I wanted to be on for at least 2 hours. I really need to get horizontal, though. I'm not... yeah. This is hurting. I need to take some... well, I can't take meds now. It's too close to my actual go-to-sleep time. They won't be worn off by the time I actually have to take my sleeping meds. Not now, Allie. Hey, Alex. Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting this one short. My back's just giving me nothing but problems. It's not the lower back this time, it's the upper back. Tweaked it while I was at work. So, yeah, we're just going to cut this session short. I'll probably be back on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon. Next full stream day will be Sunday, and then Friday after that. So, yeah, I'm in more pain than I was expecting from this. So, but Allie says hi. But yeah, I'm gonna log off and just try and chill, watch a movie, get a snack. But thanks everybody for stopping in, and I'll see y'all later. I probably won't be back on till Saturday, though. But have a good day.